heart of Boston, where the accents are as distinct as the city itself, a new breed of entertainers is emerging.
Flood watch! Gale warning! Everyone, be careful!
He's a big gangster.
Now, where's Vinny?
Vinny's gone. He's been dead in 3 years.
From poking fun at parking your car,
Hey, pal, you can't park here. It's private parking lot here.
What are you talking about, private parking lot? I didn't see a sign anywhere.
Oh, no, it's family owned.
to sharing relatable tales of surviving Boston winters.
All right, Massachusetts. Thought it was a bust, but Mother Nature's not around with this one.
Content creators Everyday Maggie, Tommy Garino, and Prosciutto Poppy have mastered the art of keeping it real while keeping us laughing.
My shoulder. I told you my shoulder. Stop.
Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce? What are you guys doing in my deli?
The appeal, you may ask?
Authentic, right?
I was just gonna say the same thing. Authenticity, yeah. I just think you can tell we're just being, like, not being ourselves, we're obviously acting, but, you know, we're from here, so we know the kind of comedy that people will gravitate to from here, you know what I mean?
The childhood friends who were born and raised in East Boston are known as the Boston Deli Boys.
Yeah, I just want to go home and watch the Celtics, man.
Celtics? They're playing the Wizards. Horrible game.
Doesn't matter.
Garino, now with nearly 2 million followers on TikTok, he's turned this into his full-time gig.
Oh, the growing up Italian boys!
In the deli.
The two starting their own media company.
Its content is I look at it as like a media umbrella for a bunch of different avenues of content, comedy-based and entertainment-based.
If you ever told us we would have an office in like 5 years, 6 years, I'd beg you're crazy.
Their content creation home base is New Deal Fruit and Revere.
With the deli, we post a long-form video, which is horizontal on YouTube. It's like a 5 to 8 minute episode. Each scene has its own clip on social media. So each of those clips will go on Instagram and TikTok, because that's short-form content.
Shooting sketches after hours in the deli, like this one about one of Boston's favorite holidays, St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day special, yeah, we're trying to drive sales in here.
It was good.
You ma make a corned beef and sell, and you're not telling me?
A multi-camera production, sometimes collaborating with fellow Boston creators like Everyday Maggie.
What's up, Deli Boys?
My God, what did I tell you? You can't be in here!
I'm down, fellas.
Maggie, too, getting her start during the pandemic.
I started just posting very frequently and every day, which I coined the term Everyday Maggie.
Richard, do you mind actually just taking us back through those last couple of slides again? Mom, I'm on a call.
Now she juggles a full-time job, as well as full-time content creator.
The British are coming!
You're really funny, and have any sort of comedic background at all?
I'm just a complete weirdo, to be honest with you. I don't have any like stand-up background or any like training. My personality is just like super outgoing. I'm very aware that a lot of the things I put out there sometimes are like silly, goofy, cringy, annoying even, but like if I can give, you know, even 1-2 people a laugh that day, like that to me feels like a win.
Her content wide-ranging, but nearly everything has a New England tie.
The Boston videos in particular started, you know, just capturing crazy things going on outside my window and people arguing and, you know, just like the silly Boston moments that you're like, wow, this could be a Netflix show, but it's just happening right there on the street.
From neighborhood characters.
Yeah, so I've got a lot of characters, Shayna. I've got the Wellesley mom, who talks a little bit like this because she just got her Botox perfected.
To your favorite social media weather woman.
I've just always been very weather obsessed.
But what's the trick when it comes to creating something that pulls people in?
So absolutely the videos that have a hook at the beginning. Really the goal when you're creating is what's gonna make people actually care or actually stop scrolling and watch this. So it's like done, done, done. Where have you been?
Yep. Okay.
Now it's my turn. Maggie helping me with my first TikTok.
Nice. That was it. That was awesome.
Everyday Maggie bringing laughs every day.
Where have you been? Nobody knows me like you do. Nobody gonna love me.
Twin, where where have you been? I asked Maggie for some tips about how to build your following on social media, and she says it's all about consistency. She says don't worry about the numbers of views or the number of followers in the beginning, because that will come eventually. Back to Tommy and Prosciutto Poppy. As you heard, they met as kids. They were both signed up for a summer camp, but put on by a local Boston police officer in the early 2000s. Up next, influencing mental health.